Good day, everybody. I'm Vince Spoto. That's Kevin Qualid over there. And this is a playthrough of Dark Souls 3. And we are traveling through the painted world of Ariandel. And we kind of finished sort of like the... we took care of the Grave Lord Tender, something like that. The big wolf guy. And we fought him. And I was experimenting, and we had a pretty good time. From there, we came back to Firelink Shrine, and we got the we showed the tournament. Now that when you go to the bonfire, you can do duels and things like that. We showed the last time. Anyway, we're doing a bit of a recap, but let's move forward now, because you could always just watch the last video. But I'm also recapping for myself too. We got the Fram set as well. We put the whole armor set on because it looks kind of cool. I think it's a little bit chubby looking, but it's kind of cool. But I forgot to see, before we go to the last, or to the meat, let's say, of the story, or the meat of the main circle, or the meat of the DLC, because that's what we're getting into now, because I'm going to cross the bridge and get to the chapel, where we will start our adventure through the DLC, the first one anyway. But before we do that, let's see if we can transpose the wolf's soul, right? Let's try to figure it out. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually transpose, but we can do it this way. All right, so I don't even know if you do get... You must, right? From those guys. And it looks like you don't. I guess the reward of capturing that soul is the bonfire tournaments. I forgot what they were called. Hang on, let's go check it out. Oh, they're the undead matches, right? And then we had to use that soul for us to unlock that. That's right. So I guess you can't transpose a weapon from that. I could be wrong, but we'll see what else is going on. So it's been a little while, guys. So I want to just check to see what kind of setup we got here. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I like it. I think I set myself up to just get going, because I have 22 souls. It looks like I really kept myself together here. Look, I know what I'm doing. And look how cool we look right now. The Fram set, it looks a little bit chubby on this side, but it does look cool. And I was thinking that it would look even cooler with a longsword, but we'll stick with this Drakeblood sword, whatever it's called, because it's kind of cool. Anyway, let's go do something. The Champion's Grave Tender. That's what the boss fight was. But we're done there. We're finished. And I believe that we should go here. See, because the last time we did the first area, which is almost, in my opinion, a tutorial and to get you used to the enemies of the DLC. And then the next area that we did take on was is an optional area, and there are the roots, and there's a lot of platforming, but it was kind of cool, and we died a lot, but I did enjoy exploring it, but it isn't that much really. So this is now, I believe, the meat of the DLC, and kind of like it's unique, and it's fun to play through, and it's a circle in my mind, because it starts at the chapel and goes around and up and through back to the chapel. And it's really cool. And there is another area that branches off from that, and I don't know if you could see it from here, but let me cross the bridge a little further and just check out to see if it might be down there actually. No, that's the village. I'm not sure if you could see the little area that I'm talking about. I think it's right behind. It's on the other side of the chapel, I believe. but spatially I'm not sure exactly where it is. So I'm going to start the circle here. This is kind of where the story starts for this part of the DLC. And but before we go talk to that guy who killed me many times, the first time through, his sword is something else. A hollow gem. That's cool. But I don't know if we could see anything. I guess not. In the sky. So let's hear this dialogue here.
Well, you look to be unkindled. No bell tolls. And yet you've slipped into the painting. Ah, no matter. If you've lost your way, the words of Lady Frida will guide you. Now go on inside, show respect, and listen carefully. What's keeping you? Go on, right inside. Show respect, and let Lady Frida speak to you. What's keeping you? Show it.
Okay, not too much there, actually. Okay, here's Frida. And I guess she's a character like us. She's an unkindled, and I think that she was supposed to burn this place down. But she decided not to. You know? And here's the other side of that circle I'm talking about, which is a shortcut. And we will eventually get there, but I'm going to try to enjoy this DLC. Because I did stop playing for a little. And the reason why is because it was going too fast. I wanted to just enjoy this, so... And I was a little bit burnt out too, a little bit. I had to take a break. So here's Frida.
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel. I am Frida. I have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn. But forlorn thou seemeth not, Ashen One. I know not the missteps which led thee to this painted world. But thy duty is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee, the bonfire here in this room. A meek and faded thing, but 'twill guide thee none the less. Ah, yes, there is a thing thou shouldst by rights possess. Ours is a chance encounter, to be sure, but perhaps it was meant to be. Let this be a remembrance of this cold world, a thing to help thee bear thy duty.
Cool.
Now, return from whence thou camest. Thou'st a place in that world, and that alone is cause to rejoice. Now, return from whence thou camest. Thou'st a place in that world.
Well, we're not going to listen to her, but, you know, and you know what? She's a little bit, what do you call it, narcissistic? Because these are all pictures of her, right? At least I think they are. And they're all the same, you know? Well, they are different, because I was just going to go, hey, FromSoft, copy-paste much or what? But, yeah, a little bit creepy. So I was kind of looking through, well, I was looking through some of my old videos, and I'm really switching around and doing things, and I'm not really concentrating on what I'm doing. I think I'm just enjoying myself, you know, and maybe it is confusing for you guys to see me constantly changing things. So this time around, for now, I think I'm going to try to simplify my gameplay and just kind of set myself up and stop trying to cater not my battle, but my damage for every enemy that I encounter, you know. I think there's just something here, even though we have the bugs. I'm not sure if we've already done it or not. But let's just check it out. No, I didn't, so that's good. Wow. I think the bugs don't like my weapon. in the least. It was like they were just blasted out of the air. Wow, that's kind of cool. So I believe there's a crystal lizard here. Oh no. You know what, guys? That was pathetic. Oh my gosh. It's been a little while since I've done anything with Dark Souls, so clearly I forgot how to play. So this was just an ambush. There wasn't. I always thought that there was a pickup here. Hey, so now that I got that little bit of damage, I can demonstrate that our level of, I guess, healing power. I think that's as much as I can muster. But it's pretty quick, actually, compared to what the beginning of the game was. Oh, and I didn't have to upgrade the shield at all to gain strength or speed with healing. I think I could still upgrade my little dagger here to get a little more healing power out of it, because I think it's only at +7 or +8. And here's a little bit of a Dark Souls 1 throwback. You can go back and forth as well. Right, Izalith, right? What was that? The Bed of Chaos. Yes, I think that's what the throwback is for. I'm sure. See, that's what you get in sequels, you know. But this place is really cool. I'm still looking for that other chamber. Oh, I knew. Hey, a thing. A large soul of an unknown traveler. Very cool. Is that the boss battle arena? It is. It is. Okay, so I'm even. I think. Oh no, there it is, right there. Yeah. So if you look straight in front, there is. That's a little bit of a callback from the original Painted World. That tower there, whatever you call it, and that's where you used to fight. Actually, she was an optional boss. That was Priscilla, and she. You could fight her or not, and that's where you exited the Painted World in Dark Souls 1. And they kind of recreated it here, and they added it to this DLC because it's also a Painted World, right? So they kind of made a little connection there, and it's nice. It's nice, right? Yeah, I needed to take a break, guys, a little bit. I was almost losing motivation to play for a little while, and I think that's just the way that I think I can drop down here. Oh, what's this? That's where it came from. Sorry guys, I have to explore this because and that's down that way, but I think there's a pickup here. I think I have to take that high road to get all the items anyway. Pretty sure. I'm going by memory, and the first time, really cool. The first time through this, you know, you kind of do the same kind of things, but this is only my second time through this game, guys, and it is spectacular. I really enjoy this little town area, you know, and also the snowy passage as well is kind of neat, you know. So anyway, enough gabbing. Let's get down there. You know, these things are a little bit gross. They're just decrepit, you know. Oh, I thought there was something there. They kind of blend in. A budding green blossom. You know, I actually have never used them. I think they're just green blossoms, but I'm assuming that they have a little bit more oomph to them. Now, I think these are the only dangerous guys down here. And I don't know how many there are down here of those. I think there might be just the one. I think everything else is just gross. And honestly, I really don't feel or want to kill them all. So there is one guardian here, and he may... That's a bigger one there, right? Is there a pickup here? No. I mean, they're so weak and rotted, these guys, that it's almost sad to kill them. It's one of those things that, you know, maybe I put them out of their misery, you know. Look at them all gooping around down here. It's disgusting. But they, you know, this is the game, right? Oh, the sound they make. So, down here is a strong enemy. He is allergic to... you know what, maybe I'll just take care of this little guy. Well, he doesn't have a drop. I thought he might have. And I know this enemy is allergic to lightning, and he should be coming very soon. There he is. So, here's our potentially first death that we may get in this area. Okay. The Drakewood greatsword is something else. Large Titanite shard. That's very cool. So I believe that's the kind of the toughest enemy that I'm going to encounter for right now. Large soul of an unknown traveler. That's the second one we just received, huh? I don't think that there's anything else in here to mention. Oh, what do these guys drop? Is that a drop? It is. A stocked pie. You know, I kind of should have guessed. I should have guessed at that. So we're a little closer, but isn't there anything I can't drop down to kill anything here? I like how they kind of section you off, you know. But so cool. And you see that chapel's still in sight, and we went around the bridge and came around, right? I mean, that's this is classic FermSoft, right? And I believe there's an NPC here to speak to. You know, did I mention how cool we look? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I have any enemies in here, because I hear grossness and amber, nice, and I don't think. All right, and now the NPC's in here, I believe.
You must be the other Ash, I suppose. Oh, finally, you have come. Oh, wondrous Ash, grant us our wish. Make the tales true, and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her. You are Ash, are you not? Is it not fire that you seek? Surely you have seen the rot that afflicts our world, but that which fooled the good father and buried the flame, after we had all made up our minds too. So, please, grant us one wish. Make the tales true, and burn this world away. My lady must see flame, and you have only to show her.
I will, but I gotta play through this DLC and then another DLC to finish my job, so I'll get there, man. I'll get there, I promise.
Oh, please. It must be you. I am so terribly frightened of timidly rotting away like those fools on the outside. Oh, please,
Great story. You know, and I believe that there may be a bonfire, but let's explore this area. Is that an enemy there? Oh, we get invaded. That's always good. I'm playing it in the evening in the hopes that I was going to get invaded, you know. And there we go. So I do have a bonfire. So we could fight. Have a good time. But there is an area. I guess we just keep on going. I believe... I thought it was to the right. Or that could have been the ridge. Yeah, but that's kind of a dead end. And... is this the... No. Oh, hi, there's my invader. I don't know what he wants. Well, let's just check it out. I think he wants me to, yeah, I don't think so, man. Anyway, what is this? Oh, I see. These are the shortcuts. Right? Yeah. But I believe... that, yeah, there's a line this way. Whoa, I almost fell off the edge there. I think that there is... yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. Lost Soul. I'll just wave at him. Got it. It's funny how this guy is just letting me, you know, finish my game. You know, but hey, you know, that's what people do. You know, they kind of enjoy themselves that way, which is fine by me. You know, but I don't care that he's there. You know. This is hilarious, this guy. So anyway, guys, he's going to do that for a little while. I think that the other item that I was looking for... like, where is that? Oh, there it is, there. So it's this way. And here it is here. It's just a simple gem. I'm not sure why they actually included this little gem of a puzzle, but they did. You know, and yet again another loop around. That's one thing about this DLC is the loops that it has. It's very compact, but there's a lot of things in it. You know, it's very interesting to say the least. You know. Well, guys, you know, the whole other area that's coming up, it's pretty large, but I'll just keep going. I'm not sure where my invader went. I'm just going to say hi to him. What does he want? I'm not sure what he wants. Well, if he's just going to mess around, I'm just going to leave him. So anyway, yeah, there's... let's see what's back here. I think I was just here, wasn't I? No, but... Just going back here. And this was the... right where that item was? Okay. But instead of going there because we have the invader, we'll just do this little sideways thing. I really don't remember much of this area. I heard a buff, but okay, guys. This is kind of an unusual episode, but this gentleman will eventually fight him, I guess. It looks like he's just a veteran player. It gives me that impression anyway. And he's just sort of hanging out. Like, this is what happens. This is why online play is so unpredictable. Like, what am I going to do with this guy? You know, if he doesn't want to fight. Like, he's all, hey, all right. Okay, come on, man. I have to go. I'm on YouTube. All right, I have to go. You know what? Let's go. I get a bow. This is the most unusual episode of Dark Souls I've ever recorded in my life. Yeah, so I guess we could do that. And maybe I got to put some arrows on. Oh, I'm at 74, so that's not good. Maybe I'll just take the knife off for now and add some arrows. Well, guys, maybe I will. Oh, I'll fight this big guy here. I didn't realize that he. Well, that was pretty cool. And I believe that this is a shortcut, but it's for later on. You can't open it right now. And that goes to the chapel area. So I just have to make my way back. So I guess I'll just keep going. I'll put my bow and stuff away and put my knife back on, I guess. And we'll just leave our invader to do what he's been doing. I think he's just enjoying. He's enjoying my world. Maybe it's warmer here than in his place, right? But really, I don't have a huge intention to fight this guy, honestly. Gross. So that'll bring me down here. Let's see if I can get up here maybe somehow. Maybe I can jump there? No, I think I have to go through here. Maybe. Crazy bags. Well, there's one kind of do they all have magic? I was wondering. You know, I absolutely don't know where my invader went. All right, maybe he's back. He's up here somewhere. He went somewhere. So I just don't know exactly where. So we're just going to keep going. Is that a drop over there? No. Oh, there. Is that my invader? It is, yeah. So I think is he thinking about bowing me? I don't know. But I don't think he's being I think he's maybe thinking naughty thoughts, my invader. Knocking me out somewhere. Where is he anyway? Uh-oh. You see, he is trying to troll me. Alright, this time I heard him pull back on a bow as well. He's gonna do something naughty. I know he is. You know. Cool. Oh, I didn't really want to drop down in there. That's okay. This is the weirdest playthrough I've ever had of the DLC. What are all those things up there? I think I have to get up there somehow. I'm always looking forward, but I forgot to look right behind me. Which is right here. Now, what is back here, though? I do not remember this DLC very much. There must be a way up the... Yeah, right here, this way. This, I think there's a bridge here or something, yeah. Whoa. And I believe... Okay, that was disturbing. Now, for my invader, where did he go? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right. And so, if that's the case, if I go back up there, then I think that's progression. Right? I think it is. So let's give it a try. You know, and at any moment, my... Oh, wait a minute. Is this another area, or is this the front part? Well, I could always climb up. Oh, no, this is a shortcut there. This is another area. It's good. It's a good thing I noticed that. So that's kind of cool. Is there anything, any item in here? No. Let me go back up this ladder. Okay, so it's lucky I explored that, actually. And this is the building where we first got into the DLC. And there is the ladder that I was looking at, which I'm assuming may be progression. And I don't know where my guy is anywhere. You know, you kind of look for him every once in a while. I don't know where he went, but it's not a big deal now that if he kills me, because my soul count is so low, and I pretty much have this whole front part opened, right? And now what we have is we have another tough enemy to take care of. I'm going to ignore the crystal lizard, and I already spooked him out anyway. And I'm going to look around for my guy. And so we're going to aggro. Oh, I got the Twinkling Titanite from the crystal lizard somehow. I don't know that if you ignored them, they would... Okay, this guy... I think my invader made a little mistake. But he did good. He did good. He almost got me. But that enemy is formidable, is he not? Crazy, right? And I don't know what happens if I drop down here. But for sure, I have to see what it is. And in a way, it was sort of useless, right? That was kind of useless, wasn't it? I like the tenacity of the invader too, because he's giving me, you know, constant. You know, he's constantly giving me, like hassle, you know, but he's patient about it, and he's waiting, and hiding, and to take advantage, you know, which is a smart tactic actually. But he must have used some type of magic or something to hide from me. There he is there, I saw him now. And now I have this shortcut open. Which is fantastic. You know, and see, I could always get back up into these areas, but I really don't want to get these areas started, really. The invader is kind of putting, you know, my plans for a coherent episodes. He's putting it kind of to shame, because now I have to put up with this guy. Oh my gosh. I got, you know what it was, is that my first couple of hits, I missed. Those things are terrible. I wish he'd stop doing this to me and just fight. That's another thing would be nice, right? I mean, after a while, it's just kind of like, you know what, guy? Just fight. Right? Oh no, not again. I'm hitting my toggle switches. They're supposed to be doing something, aren't they? These guys are giving me a hard time. All right. And I know that there's something here as well. Or there's nothing here. It's just some weird enemies of some type. Like, there was no drop here, I don't think. Unless I would just wait. No, there was no special drop, I guess. And there's nothing in the well. Or is there an enemy in the well? No, that's just something bugged out. You know? Every once in a while I'm getting lag as well. So I think I've explored this courtyard for all the drops, right? I don't think there's anything else. These things kind of remind me of those little areas, that little area in the spider area, Dark Souls 2, you know, that they kind of give you, they're like spikes or something, they give you a little bit of damage. They kind of remind me of those things. Right. So I'm going to explore this roof lastly with the invader here because I really don't want to go into these buildings just yet. Maybe I can, I don't know. But we'll pick up these items that are up here. Because it looks like as if I get a strong enemy, this guy will take advantage of me, right? Which is a good tactic. That's what he really should be doing, but I'm not going to give him that satisfaction. So let me show you. So that was the rooftop, and that was that whole area, guys. I kind of ran him through it very methodically, and the best that I can because I wanted to show it to you. And actually, having the invader gave me a little bit of freshness, I suppose, and that's a good thing, So, my goal of opening up this shortcut and eventually clearing up that area has been successful, and there's nothing really to worry about to get into that courtyard after. You just have to run in there, because I think one of that stronger enemy that kind of guards that spot doesn't go into that area, So anyway, guys, I'm going to call this an episode, even though I have an invader here, because clearly this guy is just hiding out, and he doesn't want to really have a confrontation, which is weird. Why kind of waste your time in my world? You're not even really collecting any items or anything. But that's what people do, and is it snowing more now? Do they have like weather physics in this game? I don't know. It's pretty cool. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I think the next time the invader may or may not be here still, but we'll figure that out when we kind of resolve all that. All right, guys, I'm Vince Spoto. That's Kevin Quality over there. This is a playthrough of Dark Souls 3. We're in the painted world of Ariandel, and it's been a blast. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye. Well, that guy was kind of cool. I had a good time with him. We had a nice duel, and no one won or lost, and he ended up just giving me 3 ambers. What a guy. Anyway, you encounter the nicest people sometimes in Dark Souls. All right, everybody. See you. Thanks for watching.